again, similar sentiments have been raised. Several people we spoke to, several faithfuls we spoke to, among them are religious leaders from the Muslim faith. They're also saying that what the Chief Kadhi has done to this event is to create unnecessary division, because this day, as per the Muslims, is a day that has to be revered, has to be celebrated with a lot of respect. Remember, it is a day whose origin is largely borrowed from the rituals by Abraham, who is the father of faith insofar as Islam faith is concerned. And so for them, they are saying they should have been allowed to go on with the celebration uninterrupted. And so from where they stand, the Chief Kadhi is creating unnecessary division. And so in today, apart from the division, Brenda, today is a huge day that largely revolves around celebration. And so for them, they are looking at what we call slaughtering of animals. And so we're expecting that after the celebration, because as you can see, the field is now empty, and from here they were given clear instructions that they have to go back and now engage in the normal religious rituals, which include slaughtering of goats, cows and camels, among a few other animals. And they have been given specific instructions as the condition of those animals to be slaughtered, to how they should be, and that the animals to be slaughtered should not bear any blemish. They have to be righteous, they have to be healthy, and they have to be all in good condition, because this is a religious situation. This is a matter revolving around faith, and it's a matter that has to be done with a lot of sanctity to ensure that there is a serious sanctification, just to ensure that the faith is now upheld, to make sure that none of the people who are participating will have to be blamed, even as they believe the day of judgment as it comes. Back to you, Brenda.
Shadrach, if I've heard you correctly, you've actually said there's a sharp division among Muslim brothers and sisters, and of course with National Assembly Leader of Majority Adan Duale threatening to go to court. So does it mean that it's not all Muslims who are celebrating this day today?
Yes, indeed. When we spoke to a few of them, they said several of them have decided to celebrate this day today, 21st August, Tuesday, but it is expected that as per the directive issued by the Chief Kadhi, several others will be celebrating Eid ul-Adha tomorrow, August 22nd. And so how that happens, we do not know, because it was in the interest and in the wisdom of the government that today be set aside as a national holiday to give chance to the Muslims to have their celebrations uninterrupted. And so we know that division has continued, and we are expecting that tomorrow another religious event will be taking place in several parts of the country. And just as the leader of majority in the National Assembly had indicated, several other Muslims are also calling for the same, that the Chief Kadhi has to be reprimanded, that a petition has to be placed before the Judicial Service Commission with a view to ensuring that he is punished because of what they are calling creating unnecessary division. And so for them that are calling for his punishment, they are saying if it's possible, the Judicial Service Commission should now select or settle on someone who is scholarly higher than the Chief Kadhi, so that now we can give specific advice and specific instructions on matters touching religious events as such that we are having today. Back to you, Brenda.
All right, thank you so much, Shadrach Miti, for that report. Of course, we continue keeping tabs to see how that unfolds. Should the decision by National Assembly Leader of Majority Adan Duale happen, as he has said that he's going to file a petition against, he's going to file a case actually against the Chief Kadhi. Now, away from that, to our top story this morning, that is impoundment of 1 million bags of toxic rice in Mombasa County, once again shines the spotlight on the issue of food safety in the country. Now, the rice originally from Pakistan had been condemned as unfit for human consumption, but somehow found its way into Kenya. Now, the consignment was past the expiry date by 3 years. The Kenya Bureau of Standards also refused to clear more than 400 containers of 20-kilogram jerrycans of cooking oil from Malaysia. The revelations of the toxic rice coming even before the controversy surrounding the importation of contraband sugar is resolved. And right now, I'd like us to speak to Embakasi Member of Parliament, that is Babu Owino, concerning our top story this morning. Good morning, Honorable Babu Owino. If you can hear me, what is your take concerning the contraband rice in the country? And of course, it comes even before the contraband sugar issue is settled.
Good morning, Brenda. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you, Honorable Babu Owino.
Actually, it's sad, Brenda, for such a thing to happen again. Just a few weeks when the sugar scandal was hitting headlines. And as MPs, we must never play politics and opt for handouts at the expense of helpless Kenyans who entirely depend on us to protect them from these evil business people whose main and only concern is profit. These sugar barons and the rice barons are worse than terrorists. And as MPs, we must never be their accomplices. At least we should fight for the interests of the Kenyan citizens. Because a proper businessman, a proper businesswoman should never import poisonous sugar. These people are only involved, their only main interest is to make profit.